Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a Q&A just because I haven't done one in a little while and you guys seem to like them. I asked on Instagram stories if you had any questions and I actually had quite a lot, so I'm basically just going to read through them and start answering them. I'm not going to plan this out at all, so we shall see what happens. Okay, so the first one, we're going straight in there. Somebody has said, do you want to have kids soon? I wouldn't say soon, but kids are definitely on my radar. I would say within the next 3 to 4 years, hopefully, we shall see. But yeah, that is kind of my plan. I am heading towards my 30s, which is a bit weird. And yeah, it's definitely in my life plan and very important to me, so yeah. Okay, this is a bit of a random one, but it's related to travelling. Best place you visited in New Zealand? Ooh, this is quite difficult because, to be honest, we actually loved everywhere, but actually we really liked the north of the South Island, so around like Abel Tasman area and Kataritari, I think it's called. I'll like leave a little note, but yeah, we loved it up there. Really lovely, very obviously like picturesque, but to be honest, anywhere in New Zealand is picturesque and I would highly recommend it if you are thinking of going. Loved it. Right, somebody has said, what are you most excited for in the next 12 months? I actually really like this question. I actually have like a little countdown thing on my phone just because I really like to like look forward to stuff, and it's just nice for me to almost like keep motivated if I know I've got things coming up. So I actually like added quite a lot in there. I feel like over the next few months we've got some really nice plans, mainly around like Christmas time. I'm going to a Friends Fest with my friends. We're going on like a Christmas lights thing with my family, and then also we're doing an escape room at Christmas time. And then early next year we are planning to go on a little city break. We're not 100% sure where we're going to go yet, but yeah. So really just like having like little nice plans here and there dotted around and a few little holidays in there. Okay, the next one is, what has travelling taught you? I guess for me, I mean there's a lot of things that it taught me, to be quite honest, but it definitely taught me that I'm a lot braver than I thought I was. I was quite anxious about going. I'm very much a home bird, but I didn't miss home quite as much as I thought I would. That is not to say that I would happily go and do it again for a longer period of time, because I feel like 3 months was sort of what I felt happy with doing. So yeah, a lot braver. It made me quite good with not like being quite as anxious about like logistics and planning, because I'm a little bit of a planner. So it definitely made me a little bit more like chilled out, I think. I think it also taught me that I can live with less. Now, that's not to say that I think I've like maybe improved since I've been home, but it definitely taught me that I can live with a lot less, like only a few like clothing pieces in like one rucksack for 3 months, like was quite a thing. Obviously it taught me that me and Dan like managed fine for 3 months, 24/7 hours together. So yeah, it definitely taught me quite a lot, and it definitely taught me like how to budget much better and like save money as well. So yeah, quite a lot of things. Let's do this one first because it's kind of related to travelling. So someone said, how did you manage with your job? You got back to your old one, question mark. So yeah, I was actually very lucky to get a sabbatical, which basically just meant that my company were happy for me to have a break from the job, unpaid, but then come back after the few months. Actually, it was the same for Dan as well. He managed to get a sabbatical as well. Tell us about your degree and job journey. At university, I did film studies and English literature. I probably preferred film studies. I think I'm better at it. I'm a little bit more interested in it, although I love reading, but I really found like English literature, like essays, extremely difficult, and reading like things that you kind of didn't really want to read. My job journey, straight out of university, I went and I did a marketing assistant job. I was actually really working part-time whilst I did my degree at a letting agency, which actually is like probably one of my favourite jobs that I did. Thinking back, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I was a marketing like assistant / admin person for there, and then I went straight into being like a marketing social media like assistant for a finance company. I was there for a year. It was quite a small company. And then I moved to an agency, which was like really fun. I met one of my best friends, Charlotte, there. So I like made an amazing friend out of that job. I was only there for a year. I was a social media executive there. And then now I am at my current agency, which is an advertising agency / creative agency. And I'm a content manager. So I essentially do social media for a variety of different brands. What is your go-to foundation? Very good one. I use the Rimmel Lasting Finish one with the red cap. Absolutely love it. Amazing. Okay, this one is thoughts on how Insta influencers travel, i.e. expectation on places versus reality. This is a really interesting one for me. This was something that didn't ruin my trip at all, but it was quite a big thing that I noticed when I was away. And I did mention this a few times on my actual Instagram account when I was away, and this is definitely like kind of a bigger thing to discuss, but I do feel like traveling and the way people travel has like changed a lot, like, you know, in the last decade. I think a lot of people just go to a specific place because they've seen it on Instagram through their favourite travel bloggers, and although it's great because you obviously get to see all these amazing places in the world and it gives you inspiration and it encourages more travel and tourism for obviously like some of these countries, I do think that tourism is destroying certain places. A lot of the places we went, there were so many queues basically. There's a place in Bali we went, like the Heaven's Gate, which is all over Instagram. We actually queued for an hour to get a photo, and Dan was very much ready to just get out of there and not wait. We did, nearer the end of our trip, start to really kind of like weigh up how much we wanted to go and see this place because we'd seen someone take a photo versus actually really wanting to go and enjoy it. So yeah, I just think there is definitely, obviously, on Instagram, and even myself edit photos so somewhere may look better on Instagram, but I feel like that is the case with a lot of things in life anyway. You'll see something online that will look so much better on the model than when you buy it, for example, and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's just to be wary of where you're going, to really make sure you want to go and experience it for what it is versus just going to take a photo. And I think it's like really important to kind of just enjoy the experience versus always thinking, oh, I must get a photo or I need to vlog this, etc. I did find that quite difficult when we were away, but we really tried to do that a little bit less. I feel like that was a very long answer, but hopefully that answered what I'm saying. There is a really good Instagram account which I tagged, and I think it's called Insdirect. I will like leave a little thing. Definitely go and check it out. It's like really like interesting and makes you really, really think about how tourism is like affecting places. Okay, someone said favourite things about YouTube and what you hate the most or don't like. Okay, favourite things are definitely, it's just a form of entertainment for me. I watch YouTube all the time. I watch it in the morning, like when I'm getting ready. I watch it when I'm like making dinner, and I guess it's nice because you can build a community. Like some of you guys are so lovely, and it's really nice to like be able to chat away, and obviously it's just a platform where you can find so many helpful things, how to and all that sort of thing. The worst thing is, I think it's definitely changed, obviously in the last decade as well. I feel like you have to either have a bit of a niche or do something that is very popular in order to obviously grow, whereas it was a little bit easier to grow on YouTube before. So I do find that quite hard, but I do try to stay positive, and this is still just like my hobby, and if I'm not growing as I would like to, then that is fine. As long as I have a little bit of love, then it's all good. Someone said, what is your current job? But I feel like I've already answered that. Someone has said, would you ever consider focusing on YouTube and have it be your full-time job? I am not sure. I'm sure I would love to have the opportunity to give it a go, but I also know that I'm not very good at working at home if I was to do it every single day. I really like working from home like occasionally, but I would get really lonely if I was working at home every day. I feel like I really like seeing people at work and like having people around me in an office. So I think I'd find that very difficult, and I think it would be very hard to stay motivated and stay on top of everything. And obviously to be constantly like, you know, I need to look good all the time. So I'm not sure. Someone's asked, how do you style your hair? Where do you get all your lovely clothes from? I use straighteners to either straighten my hair or to curl my hair. I use hair protect spray and dry shampoo most of the time. Where do you get your lovely clothes from? To be honest, all over really. H&M, Topshop, Boohoo, not so much. New Look, anywhere that has nice things. Are you into astrology at all? Do you know your rising and moon sign? I'm not really, I'm afraid. My lovely friend Claire has asked me, what do you enjoy more, YouTube or Instagram? Definitely Instagram, I think, only because I'm just on it a little. Oh, this is really hard, I don't know. Instagram I love because it's just so instant. Like, instantly post a photo, instantly look at Instagram stories, and it's really nice to obviously keep up to date with everyone. But YouTube is definitely, like I said, sort of my like entertainment hub. But I think if I was to have to choose between the two, it would probably be Instagram. There's quite a few questions about like pursuing YouTube full time or like working in digital marketing, so yeah, I think I've answered those. How did you save to buy a house? Any money saving tips? I won't lie, we did get a little bit of help with the house. I'm not going to lie about that because I think it's good to be like transparent. So there was that, but we did also save quite a bit ourselves. I did actually do a video on budgeting, so I will link it here for you. Okay, so I have had quite a few questions about wedding. So I've had, now you're engaged, are you straight into wedding plans? I've also got, how is wedding planning going? What kind of wedding are you planning to have? Have you set a date for the wedding? Have you started looking at dresses? Have you made any wedding plans? So yeah, I would say that was the majority of the questions, to be quite honest, which is fair enough because I have got engaged, so you're going to want to know. We are going to have an extremely small wedding, and when I say small, I mean below 15 people. I think when people say small or intimate, that might mean 50, but for us that does mean very small. For us it's really important, I don't think I have to explain myself because it's our day, but people probably will ask questions, but for us it's just really important for our close family to be there. We have always, like, I guess in the last few years we've talked about it, and that was just our decision. I just primarily want a lovely day with my family. We just want to be married, we want to be husband and wife, and the wedding is not the be end and all. What is that saying? It's not everything. Like, I just want a nice day and obviously to have like the most amazing memories, but spending lots of money on a wedding is just not our priority at all. So we're going to have very low budget, very intimate and small. We won't be having it next year. We are thinking early summer 2021, only because we would actually quite like to look for a new house next year. So that is our priority for next year. We just want to enjoy being engaged as well. Like, I've waited. We've been together for 13 years now, so getting the ring was like obviously an amazing step for me, and I'm obviously like in a bit of a happy bubble still, and we don't need to rush into anything. I feel like I'm almost like explaining ourselves here, but I know that I'm going to get more questions and people are going to have opinions. So we are probably like going to be getting married in the Lewes/Brighton area. They're kind of like special to us, so that is definitely something that we want to be doing. We've got an idea of venue/where we want to get married, and yeah, I will divulge more information if I feel like I want to. Thank you if you were one of those people that asked me a question. I really enjoy doing Q&A just because I feel like I can have a good old chat with you. If you have any other questions, please let me know below, and maybe I will film another video. And yeah, let me know what you want to see next up on my channel, whether it's, don't know, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.